Okay, think we good? Let's check on the stream. Am I receiving some feedback? Think we good? Oh, yep, we good. Okay, good. All right, give me a quick second, guys. I'm just gonna put this link out over on Twitter, and then we can get started with this stream. So, and start reacting to the chapter. All right, so Kingdom chapter. What is this? 545. We're on now, I believe. Yes, 545. So yeah, Kingdom chapter 545 live reaction starts now. All right. The link is out on Twitter. If you guys follow me on Twitter and want to go ahead and retweet that tweet to possibly get more people in this stream, that is all well and good. That'll be awesome if you guys can do that. But yeah, with that said, I think we are all set now. Who is in this stream right now? I don't really see anyone in the chat right now, but that's fine. We just began. I expect more people to come in and drop in as we slowly talk about the chapter. So yeah, today we are reacting to Kingdom chapter 545 manga live reactions. So I was actually sent this link over on Twitter, and the chapter, apparently from the individual that sent me this chapter, he stated, I read this chapter with caution. This chapter is ... So I have no idea what to expect of this chapter, but I'm possibly expecting something big to happen. I'm not exactly sure what that could possibly be, but I'm excited for it nonetheless. Oh, who we have in here today? We got Joshua. What is going on? And Andrew. What is going on, guys? And Giannis. What is going? Hopefully, I'm pronouncing your name right. But welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully, you are ready to react to or see me react to Kingdom chapter 545, because I'm ready to get into this. So without further ado, let us begin. So we're going to be watching this on, or reading this on SenseScan. So I'm going to go ahead and just skip to page 3, because that's where the chapter officially begins. So for those of you who are just joining the stream, how I usually go about these Kingdom read-throughs is that I'll read the chapter, and then at the very end I'll give my overall thoughts, discuss it with you all in the comments. So it's not that I'm like ignoring your comments in the chat box or anything. Occasionally I will look over at the chat and discuss certain things here and there, but I'm pretty much putting my direct focus on the chapter solely, so that way we can leave the discussion for the after stream. So I'm not ignoring anybody, so I will be answering your questions, or just discussing with you guys in the chat box as soon as this chapter is done with. So, but I will occasionally be looking at the stream, so just keep that in mind for those of you who are just joining now. So anyways, page 3, that's where we are going to begin on this chapter of Kingdom. Technically, this is page 1, but yeah, anyway. So, the volume 50, chapter 545, this chapter's called Instinct. Okay, so Instinct. All right, the 1,000 men of the Gyo-un army versus the 8,000 men of the Shin unit. Yo, dude. Do not falter. Forward. Yo, dude. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, the last chapter we actually saw the Hishin unit finally going up against the Gyo unit. So we did see that little sector of the Gyo unit go after Shin's weakest comrades, so to speak, the newbies. But they were holding their own. For newbies, they were holding their own. So they're doing a pretty good job. But we're eventually going to see Shin collided out with Gyo-un, hopefully. So I'm excited for that. And yo, Tom, what is going on, my man? Victor, what is going on? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. We're on page 4, so just letting you guys know. Basically the second page of the chapter. All right, so everyone's being stabbed. Yo, dude. They holding their own, though. You okay, Deputy Shosa? Man, took you guys long enough. Couldn't you have come a minute earlier? Sorry, sir. Shosa-san, aren't these Zhao guys kind of... Yeah. Our newbies are blissfully unaware of this since they're busy fighting with all they've got. But why was there a blank speech bubble there? Why was there a blank speech bubble there on set scans? He's thinking of something. Is it, yo, can someone let me know? Can someone let me know on page 4, the last panel? There's like nothing there. There's nothing there. There's no translation there. Is he just like thinking of nothing? Is that it? Like, there's no translation there. Wow, that kind of sucks. Okay, because I would love to know what he was thinking. But anyway, going on to page 5. Oda. Damn, dude. Yo, it's full of warfare out here, man. Watch out. These guys are elites. Yeah, these elite troops that pop up now and then are seriously friggin' tough. Damn it. Because of these guys, the battle between us and their cavalry is probably dead. Even at best. There are too many of them. Fall back. They're actually falling back. They're actually, wow, shit. They're actually falling back. Yo, Anthony, what is going on? Hype chapter. I'm ready for this. I'm ready. He says this is the first time we face infantry army with a force like that. Oh, okay. Thank you very much for that, Tom. I don't know why it was blank. Yeah, it's blank for me. But okay, so our newbies are blissfully unaware of this since they're busy fighting with all they've got. But this is the first time we faced an infantry army with a force like that. Okay, interesting. Okay. All right, so now for those of you who just joined, we're on page 6. We're on page 6 of the chapter. And there we go. We got my girl Kyokai. Did you say that Zhao has the upper hand? That's right. It's true that our cavalry seem to be about even with theirs, and that's including He Hyo. The enemy's infantry aren't to be underestimated either. Our guys are doing their best to make up for any weak points, but at best they're still equally matched, which means that 2,000 difference in numbers will lead to our defeat. So now it's basically it's about the numbers again. I mean, necessarily Zhao, yes, in numbers, can cripple, Zhao. Or Qin, excuse me. Zhao has the advantage here. But it really depends how you use those men. But in terms of numbers, yeah, Zhao has the upper hand, which means that 2,000 difference in numbers will lead to our defeat. Not necessarily. Yep, see what I'm saying? See what Kyokai? As long as how you use those men, Don't always think about numbers. Numbers are just necessarily good for intimidation, The more everyone thinks that the more people you have in war, the better the outcome you have, Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It depends on how well trained those fighters are. But it is best in your best interest to at least stay, close to that gap. 8,000 and 10,000 isn't that much of a gap. But if you have like 1,000 versus 10,000, then yeah, of course, yeah, you're done. If small and mid-sized units are equally matched and unable to dominate the other, then the key to victory will come down to the way in which our soldiers are utilized. See, what did I just say? What did I just say? What did I just say? As how those soldiers are used. What did I just say? The way in which our soldiers are utilized. See, me and Kyokai, we think the same. We think the same. In other words, the difference between our tactics and strategy against theirs. That is the outcome of the war. But in that case, we've got Karyo 10 on our side. That's true. But for a while now, it feels like we've been consistently one step behind, no matter where we look. I think, anyway. Don't tell me. This Gyo-un guy is even better than... Strangely enough, there is one place out of this entire battlefield where we aren't losing to them. And that's with Shin, right? And it's that mid-sized unit that's being personally led by Shin. Yeah, of course. The captain. Huh? Could it be that this Gyo-un general is actually... Yo. Wait. Could it be that this Gyo-un general is actually, and they're looking at Shin? Nah. Hold up. No. have an idea. I want to save it though, just to see like, because I have an idea. Okay, because usually when manga or even anime do this, they're hinting at possible relations. Dude, yo, that would be pretty hype if that's the case. Yo, and it would make sense, you know, with Shin being an orphan and whatnot. But I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for right now. I'm gonna save it for right now because I don't really know as of right now. Yo, Big Daddy Vin Smoke, what's going on? Hopefully you are having a wonderful one. Shout out to Core Pop from the Kingdom Mafia GC. Yes. Yosh. All right. I'm going to go to the next page because now I'm really excited. I'm really excited now. Page 9. All right. I'm starting to get a hang of this Great General's glaive thing. Still freaking heavy, though. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. You use Oki's glaive. Captain, message from HQ. Enemies are flocking to Dene's group. HQ wants you to help him out. Nah, that shit's like the world's most obvious feint. They're just going to ambush whoever goes to reinforce Dene. I told her earlier to just leave the left edge alone, but she still sent Hyro's boys over, and he ended up getting his ass kicked. Damn it. Ten's getting outplayed way too much. Doesn't she understand that right now, Gyo-eun's just feeling around to make one huge move? Looks like we have Lieutenant Kyokai headed for us, sir. Lieutenant and is struggling against his enemies. Bihei and the other infantry with him are requesting to pull back. Send another 50 infantry to Ensan's position. No, tell them to hold their ground. Shosa's infantry have been pincered by the enemy. Send 30 horsemen their way. The Hishin seems to have been intercepted by some new enemies. Hang on. Ma'am, Denyu's unit have been ambushed and split up in two. Damn, man. Yo, Zhao is constantly, on Chin's ass right now, dude. That's exactly what's up. They're purposely making it hard for them to strategize. Damn. Yo. Report. Kyoga's unit was supposed to surprise attack the enemy, but have been intercepted. See, they're making it hard. They have them cornered, dude. Damn. 200 enemy cavalry launched a sudden attack on the Son unit. We've now lost sight of the Son unit. Yo, it's making it hard for Karyo 10 to think. Notification squad. Gotta leave a like. Hey, thanks, my boy. Thanks a lot. Hopefully you all are enjoying the stream. If you do enjoy it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Always helps out the channel. Thank you very much, guys, for joining the stream, by the way. Funny how Karyo 10 getting outplayed. Yo, it's good to see Karyo 10 actually getting outplayed, though. It's good because, I mean, as much as she is a strategist, she has to get outplayed by some points, so that way she can build on, strategizing better defenses over time. If she was just to get everything right all the time, then there wouldn't be much of a challenge, So I'm glad that, the pressure is on Karyo 10. I'm glad. Karyo 10, let me think. It's no use. No matter what I try, they always end up gaining the upper hand against me. It's almost as if he can completely see through my intentions. Yo, dude. And yet, I'm unable to read the enemy's thinking at all, and I can't adequately counter his movements if I can't read them. So the men are just being one-sidedly killed. Yo, the pressure is on the Hishin unit. Reporting, Riken has been slain by Zhao. Damn, yo, Riken is? So that's who they are aiming for. The enemy general is only making small adjustments to basic maneuvers and tactics, but I can't read those small adjustments at all. Just what in the world is this man I'm going up against? Yo, you're going up against Gyo-eun, son. You're going up against Gyo-eun. Yo. As I thought, the Hishin unit is at the mercy of Gyo-eun's tactics. I heard that the Hishin unit strategist was of considerable talent, but it seems that wasn't enough for them to match Gyo-eun-sama. Not so. In fact, the more talented the strategist, the deeper
the deeper they will be entrapped by Gyoun's tactics. Both he and I were students of the great strategist Rin Shoujo. We've had everything up to the most intricate strategies drilled into us. But Gyoun-sama's strength lies somewhere else entirely. Yo, dude, yo. This is hype. This is hype. This is hype. This is hype. I really want to see the conclusion to this chapter, like, really quick, though. Because the thing about Shin and Gyoun, like, how Hada Sensei kind of, like, indicated at, you know what? Like, I'm curious. I'm curious. Hold on. Hold on. Karyo 10 is going against a 6th grade general's level. I mean, essentially. Have the Ron units make a run from the right side, but have them do it diagonally. Yes, sir. What is their destination? Anywhere. They like their job is just to shake the enemy formation, then send in the E unit to capitalize on it. Okay. So this guy has kind of like an unpredictable strategy as well in terms like I mean, Osen can be unpredictable in his way of strategizing, but Yo-Un has like a different way to do things. Like he kind of just like does one thing with a very small purpose and then backs out on it and then just lets, you know, another section of his army, you know, handle another thing and then another thing. Like he has like basically every, like it seems as though from what he has like a certain amount of squadron of men that does a specific thing. And then the other squadron of men go and do their respective, you know, thing that they're set out to do, rather than just, you know, do like an all frontal attack or what have you. You know, it seems like that's how, like he makes like, he basically makes, in my personal view, is that he makes small adjustments, like what they said earlier. You know, he goes ahead and does a specific thing, attacks, pulls back, lets the other army do. So he kind of like eats away at his opponent. That's what it seems like to me, how I'm personally perceiving his way of strategizing. He eats away at his opponent. You know, he tries not to, you know, clash it out all in one go. He likes to slowly crush down the enemy numbers from what I'm personally getting out of it. That's what it seems like to me. Anyway, I was kind of rambling there. Hishin Unit HQ. Ma'am, a Zhao infantry force is approaching diagonally from the left. What? Infantry? Diagonally? Ugh, I have no idea what he's playing at. Damn it. Have Shujin's unit join up with Shosha's. They might be aiming for Shujin's flank. That's not it, Ten. Oh. Shin? And Lieutenant Kyokai, too? Why have the two of you come? What are you thinking, just leaving our positions in this situation? It's precisely because of this situation that I went and brought him back here. Huh? Those new diagonal troops were just sent out to create a wave. You can ignore them. Yeah, like diversions, right? The real attack will be the one that moves next. What? Well, what are you saying, Shin? If we just ignore them... Oh, shit. The fuck just happened to my computer? What the fuck just happened to my computer? Is the stream still active? Okay. Okay, I think the stream is still active, but something just weird happened to my computer. Okay, I'm probably have to restart it after the stream. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and continue. Okay, even Kyokai cannot match that guy. Seems that way. Kyokai even stated that, actually. We're on page 15, by the way. What are you saying, Shin? If we just ignore them, Sugin will be the one in danger. Don't come here just to spout some weird mumbo-jumbo. And Kyokai, you're also... Huh? Look, those enemy infantry, they're not attacking anyone and are just moving away. Huh? They'll probably send a new unit to hit our infantry on the left. If you quickly send 100 cavalry over to give them a hand, they should be able to drive them off. No, but right now it should be the center that... Urgent report, enemy cavalry has come from our rear. They seem to be making a beeline for the Shumo infantry unit on our left. What? Damn, dude. Yo, they coming all at it, man. How did you know that shit? Don't tell me you can understand the enemy's thinking. Yeah, I can't. How? It's just what my gut instincts are telling me? Yep. Like how Dukyo told Shin in the past, man, back in the Coalition arc. You are an instinctual type of general. Yo, this is where we get to see that instinct kick in again, my boy. Yo, instincts. So that's what it was. Whoa, Karyo 10? Let's see. So our enemy's movements weren't based on logic after all. Right, which is why someone who thinks with logic like you couldn't grasp his thinking. I see. And the reason for that is our enemy this time is, yeah, no doubt about it. The enemy commander, Gyo-un, is an instinctual type general. Yo, my boy. And then is that? Oh no, that's not the end. Okay, good. That's not the end. No way. The number one disciple of the grand strategist Rin Shoujo is an instinctual type, and he's not just any instinctual type. He's an especially troublesome type who is also fully equipped with proper strategies and tactics. Karyo 10. Honestly speaking, this is a very bad matchup for you. You're at a distinct disadvantage, and we don't exactly have the time for you to think of a way to counter him either. Wait, no time? So you really didn't notice it, 10. Yolen's been constantly searching and probing for places to light sparks or small fires. Yep, small adjustments here and there, right? If we don't act now and do something about it, a huge flame will break out and loads of men will be killed. What? Fires? A huge flame? But how are we supposed to do anything? Didn't you just say we don't have time to come up with something? Don't tell me all you have forgotten already. That Shin once had an instinctual great general who was capable of even driving Riboku into a corner. Hell yeah, my boy, Dukyo, yo. And from that same Dukyo, I have received the qualities needed for an instinctual great general. You mean, don't tell me. From what I saw, Shin was the only one who could keep up with Gyo-un's moves. One instinctual type for another. But we must immediately let Shin take full command over our forces. Huh? What? Yo, okay. That's some. This is actually some progression for Shin. This is actually a little bit of characterization for him because, you know, Shin is actually going to be the one dealing with the whole tactics and strategy. That's kind of. And this, we actually might see Shin, you know, use his brain. You know, surely it's going to be relied on instincts more so than logic, obviously. But, I mean, to see Shin actually taking full command of the whole army and going and just seeing him set out the troops in certain ways that, you know, Karyo 10, that's basically Karyo 10's job. But to see Shin go the whole way about that, you know, that's going to be actually very interesting to see. But it does make sense because to fight back an instinctual type of general, you know, you're going to have another instinctual type of individual who is, you know, just as unpredictable in a sense that can fight back, you know. Because if you rely on logics, you're going to try to intercept those movements. But because of the fact that an instinctual type of individual, it can be very unpredictable. You don't know where their attacks are going or how exactly they're going to go the way about things. So in order to, you know, counterattack that, you have to do things Shin's way. You know, just trust him. Just, you know, try to see what he comes about, you know. So I like that. I like that. That actually gives a little bit more, you know, characterization into Shin, because now we're actually going to see him and his way of strategizing. You know, I mean, sure, we have seen, you know, in Kingdom, you know, various ways of him, you know, setting out his men, you know, like giving commands and stuff like that. But that was, you know, only a certain sector of his, you know, men. You know, Karyo 10 mainly took up the job for, you know, basically setting out Shin's men a certain way, you know. But now to know that Shin is going to command pretty much this whole unit, and including Karyo 10 to set out things, you know, that's going to be interesting to see. That's going to be very interesting to see. I want to see what comes about that. I really do. So I'm actually kind of excited for that. Now, what I was talking about earlier, right here, it's funny too. It's funny too. What I was thinking about this at the end of the chapter, I kind of got a little bit too hyped up. From this part of the chapter, page 8, where Karyo-ten is looking at Shin in the distance. This is what she says, and it's that mid-sized unit that's been personally led by Shin. The captains, could it be this Gyo-un general is actually blank? When I saw the focus on Shin when Karyo-ten, or excuse me, not Karyo-ten, Kyokai said that, I immediately thought we were gonna get some like relations to Shin in a way. You know, I was kind of assuming like maybe, hey, yo, this guy could possibly be Shin's like father or something like that. That'd be kind of fucking weird though, but that wouldn't make sense. But like I'm kind of curious about Shin's past. I would like to see that, you know, kind of brought up. It was kind of like a little bit too good to be true. I don't know why I thought that. You know, when it came down to thinking that way. What Kyokai was essentially saying here is that Gyo in general is actually an instinctual type of general like Shin, because that's how the chapter progressed. You know, I don't know why I thought, you know, that Gyo that just doesn't make sense. I don't know why I thought that. I guess it was just me getting hyped, because personally, as a fan of Kingdom, I actually do want to see, you know, if there are any family ties with Shin's character, you know, and why he's a war orphan in the first place. You know, I want to know, like, was he abandoned as an orphan? Like, are we eventually going to see, you know, Shin's like father? Is he also like someone from a different state that you know, could possibly have fought in the war, or maybe is even around? I don't know. I really don't know. It would just be interesting, in my personal opinion. It would be interesting to actually get some, you know, information regarding Shin's background. More background. That's just something that I would like to see, though. But anyway, that I don't know why I thought that, but anyways, let me go ahead and read the chat. I kind of rambled on a little bit too much there, and I am deeply, I am sorry about that. This was a step needed. Oh yeah, definitely. Instinct versus Instinct will be epic. Hell yeah, I agree. And what's going on, Gio? I forced Shin making some great mistakes, but a needed step for his growth. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. It's definitely going to be interesting seeing how Shin is going to go about strategizing and using these tactics, just relying on instincts in general. I do want him to be put up with a challenge, though. And if it means the challenge with him losing a couple men, I'm all for that. You know, because if he just, you know, assumes everything that Gyo-un does and, you know, counteracts it on the get-go, every single thing that Gyo-un throws at Shin, that would be pointless to me. That's something that I don't want to see. I want to see Shin, you know, be challenged by this. You know, not only, you know, physically, but mentally as well. So, yeah. Gotta go. Peace out, Professor. No problem, Tom. Hopefully you enjoy the stream, buddy. Thank you for sending me the chapter as well. Thank you a lot. And hopefully with this whole, like, this whole father thing, I don't know why I thought that. I don't know. I really don't know. I really hope I didn't make myself out to be like a really questionable individual, I guess. I really hope I didn't like turn anybody off from the stream from that. Because I don't know, I just kind of like, I thought about something that's kind of like already seen in many, you know, shows and many manga, that I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. I rambled on too much from that. But hey, I mean, wouldn't you guys be down to get more background on Shin's like family relations? I would personally. Hara Sensei, after the war, maybe you should focus on that. But we'll see where it goes from here, you know. But anyway, Gyo, why you want Shin to make mistakes? Well, that's kind of like what I said. I want him to be challenged, you know. I want him to, you know, obviously have some flaws in the, well, there is flaws obviously in being an instinctual type of general. and because of that, he's relying solely on his gut feeling, so I do expect, Shin to eventually, hopefully, what I'm hoping at least is Shin to lose a couple of men, on how exactly he handles his tactics, because I want him to be challenged. And personally, I would get better satisfaction of that reading as a fellow Kingdom fan rather than him just, saying, oh, I'm an instinctual type of general. I'm going to face this instinctual type of general, and I'm going to counteract everything he throws at me and without any losses whatsoever. Like, I'd rather have Shin, have a challenge. That's what I want. I want him to have a challenge mentally and physically, like how I already stated before. So I kind of agree with Gio on that. So hopefully that makes sense. Shin wasn't even doing nothing in this arc. I wouldn't say Shin wasn't doing anything in this arc. That he's doing something now. But beforehand, he probably didn't have as much screen time as the others in this arc, because we've gotten focused on Yotanwa, Moten, Ohan. Shin was kind of like here and there in the war, but yeah, like when it comes down to the little part of the arc that we're in right now, this is definitely a more focused, centered chapter around how Shin handles things, and this is exactly what I wanted to see, in the war. I wanted to see Moten get a lot of shine. I wanted to see Ohan get a lot of shine, and then finally, see Shin get a lot of shine, and that's the exact order it went in. It went Moten, Ohan, and then Shin. And I talked about that a couple of streams back. But yeah, that's basically how the arc has been going so far. And personally, I really like how Haru Sensei has been doing this personally, because we can't really expect, Shin, in the war to do, everything within the war. He's only one individual. I'd rather see other characters fight, the war rather than just, having one individual, fighting all aspects of it, So that's just me. Not necessarily, but if he lacks experience leading, so it's logical as he gets used to it. Yeah. Let's see. Shin was doing instinct against Keisha and Mangaku. Yeah, Shin was he was going instinct against. He was using his instinctual tactics, I'm assuming is what you meant, against Keisha and Mangaku. He was doing that. Well, this is like where we're really gonna see everything shine with Shin regarding his instincts. So I'm excited for that. But I heard after Zhao War arc is against Chu. That would be interesting. Against Chu, that would be interesting. How that eventually goes, we'll see. But I don't know. We haven't really heard anything on that. I personally haven't heard anything on that, so I'm excited. But I have heard that Haru Sensei is willing to at least make Kingdom 100 volumes long. I mean, any manga artist can honestly say that, But he's like, this is like halfway through Kingdom right now. We're halfway through Kingdom right now. If that is the case, we're on volume like 50. And we already have 545 chapters. So I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There's still, I guess a whole lot more to be told within the Kingdom series. But I mean, we don't know. We don't know what to really expect. I'd rather just focus on the arc that we're in right now, and then how it concludes. We can make our predictions from there. But yeah. I think that's really all I wanted to say. I think this was an awesome chapter. I really did think, because it gave some, it gave us what to expect for the next coming chapters with Kingdom regarding Shin, and it gives a little bit more progression into his character, future progression. We haven't seen it happen yet, but the characterization definitely, hopefully, will happen. We'll see how Shin goes about utilizing his whole unit by himself, just relying on solely instincts, and just seeing on how that turns out. And being an instinctual type of general is kind of like a double-edged sword in a case. It could be either really good for you, or it could be really bad for you. So we'll just have to wait and see how things go from here. But personally, I'm really excited to see where the next chapter of Kingdom is going to lead. And I love how they showed Dukyo again. We must immediately let Shin take full command over our forces. So I'm excited for that, man. I'm excited for that. I'm excited. So, yeah. A chapter solely revolving around instinct. Whose death do you think will have a more emotional impact on Shin? Kyokai or Ten? I mean, both would definitely have a huge impact on Shin as a character. And we kind of got a glimpse of, remember that, chapter of, I forget which arc it was exactly in, but the arc in which Shin was holding Kyokai when she was, it kind of looked as though, she was about to die, but all it really was that like she essentially passed out, if anybody remembers that color paste, which I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure you will know. But anyway, we saw Shin cry out for her and stuff like that, Kyokai, but regarding to who exactly will have a more emotional impact on Shin for who dies, it would probably be Ten. It would probably be Ten because Ten has been there since the beginning of Kingdom. Technically, she was introduced in chapter 2 of Kingdom, if I'm correct. So, I personally feel as though if it's anybody that's going to have a more emotional impact on Shin, if they happen to die, it will be Ten. Definitely. Hands down. In my personal opinion. So, yeah. With that said, though, I think I'm done with this stream, guys. I mean, it's already 2 o'clock where I am at. And we got about 35 minutes into this stream and talked about it, discussed it, and everything. I think we had a pretty good discussion overall, and the chapter itself was awesome. So I'm glad that you guys came by and just watched me react to the chapter. I thought it was very good, and it definitely is kind of hyped to see what's to be expected in next week's chapter. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm gonna head on out of here. Let me know your thoughts of what you thought about this chapter in the comments. Like I said, be sure to give this video a like if you haven't already. It always helps out the channel. And follow me on Twitter if you have a Twitter, because that always helps out too. You can stay up to date to my anime videos that I'm working on, or just my daily life, or just anything in general, anything that I throw at you in the timeline. Hear my overall thoughts on certain things and stuff like that. So yeah, hit your boy up with a follow if you have a Twitter. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and give your boy a subscribe. That would be awesome as well. But with that said, everyone, hopefully you all enjoyed the Kingdom stream. I'll definitely do a stream for next chapter as well, for 546. So that is going to be the chapter in which we see Yo, the instinctual type of general, and Shin, another instinctual type of general, go all out with each other, solely relying on their gut. And we'll see how the war plays out from there. So we'll see what happens. I'm just hoping that Shin will be challenged. That's all I'm hoping for. So yeah, with that said, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Catch you all in the next one. Peace out.